Hi, you're welcome back here, and then you're welcome back to my channel. My name is Wendy Ologe, the intentional parent. All right, so we've been going and talking about how to create parenting goals, and I'm sure that you are here to continue on the series. All right, welcome here. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I want to believe that if you're here, you're already subscribed as I'm saying it. If you're not, just click the subscribe button and turn on that bell. Remember to also share this video to a lot of your friends. There's a lot to learn. Parenting is hard work already. Yes, you need to learn a lot. So we've been talking about creating parenting goals. And I told you that I have an ebook that I have on creating parenting goals, but it's only exclusive to our inner circle. So if you want to get access to some of the things that I'm sharing, and also have a community of parents, about 150 of them, where you'll be held accountable, where you will see things differently, where you learn, most importantly, where you'll be able to read books. If you've never read any parenting book before, trust me, when you get into the academy, you're going to read one book every month. Or sometime, conversations happen, and you'll be amazed at some of the things that you will learn in 1 year. It's an annual subscription group, so you want to get me into it. Just take a look at the description and you will find how to get into the community. All right, and it's just a place that you want to be. So today we're looking at how to create parenting goals. In our previous video, if you were not here or you didn't catch it, please catch a replay. We talked about think about the person you want your child to become. Then number 2, we're saying that for you to create parenting goals, you need to be that person you want your child to become. Mahatma Gandhi once said that you need to be the change you want to see in the world. Just know that you can give what you don't have. I've said that over and again. If you want your children to model integrity, then you must show them the value of integrity. Yes. If you want your children to become a reader, then you need to start reading as well. Don't just be that parent, say what I do, not do what I do. And I know that that's one of the styles that we work with, in this time where we're saying, oh no, just say what I'm saying, just do what I'm saying. It doesn't matter. So I want to let you know that children, if you want children to model integrity, you need to show it. A lot of the times parents come to me and say, oh, but this is not what we say in my family. I remember a story a friend told me. So her child had gone to school and her child was asked to show kindness. And when the teacher started talking to her about kindness, and the child said something, oh, but mom, but my parents say that when you are kind, people take advantage of you. And then she said it in school, and the school authorities were like, no, you don't say such a thing. No, it's not okay. That's not true. Even though people are going to take advantage of you, this is how you manage it and all that. And then they called her to the Montessori school. They called her to ask her, did you ever tell your child that being kind makes people take advantage of you? She said no. Then she called me. I work with her, I'm her parent coach. So she called me and she said, Coach, I don't know if I've got into trouble. I think this girl went and said things I didn't say. And, she just went on and on and on and on. And then the conversation went on in one of our circles group. And then I called her and I said to her, you must have implied that. Maybe you didn't say it. Maybe you told her. She said, no, one of our family values is even being kind. So how would she say a thing like that? It's okay to say it, but it's not okay not to do it. So your children need to even see you, even in your conversation. So I asked her, I said, maybe even on the phone, somebody was talking to you and you said, when you're too kind, people take advantage of you. I said, you might not be talking directly to your child, but your child is there picking those things and putting it into their basket. What do you think has happened? That's exactly what I'm talking about. So you need to be able to look at those things and begin to be more careful with the things that you will say around them. There were conversations that never happened around my kids between my husband and I. Not because we don't want to be sincere with those conversations, but because the children might not even understand it the way we're looking at it. So you want to be careful how you say some things. You want to model the things that you say. So you're on the phone with someone else and you say, oh, just tell the person that you're not around when the person comes. And you're talking about integrity. Remember, your children will not just speak the things you say, they will pick the things you're not saying. So watch what you're not saying as well. Your body language. What are you building? People say things like, but I've taught my children to be sincere. I had a conversation with a parent who was telling me how, she wanted her children to, model integrity and all that. Incidentally, I know this parent, and I know that this parent actually bought what do they call it? The special centers for the child to write work. How do you want to model integrity? Where do you want to start from? These are the questions. These are the real issues. So this parent kept saying, this boy lies a lot. This boy, what are you doing? What have you done? You went to buy a special center for him to pass exams. What do you think that will do to his psyche? So it's okay to blame these children, but sit back and think about your own process. What have you done? I remember that growing up, a lot of people come and say, is that malpractice started with us in our generation? That's not true. There were a lot of people parents who had to hire mercenaries to actually come and write exams for their children. I know them, I'm not telling you stories. So you need to ask yourself, who am I? Before you get on to blame your child, sit down with yourself and ask yourself, what are my values? Do you even know how to create family values? You need to start with you. To say, what are my values? These values that I have, am I living them? If you're looking for how to create family values, we have a guide. We currently have 9 guides in the academy, 10 guides in the academy that can help you walk through different areas of your parenting. We have the family media guide, the family value guide, the family meeting guide, the family media guide that helps you with putting media into structure in your home. We have the discipline strategy guide that helps you put strategy with your discipline. We have the emotional intelligence guide that helps you teach your children self-regulation and emotional intelligence. We have the strong-willed child guide. If you think you have a strong will, the children that you call stubborn, we'll have a guide for you that can help you through it. We'll have a guide called the parent-teacher guide, teaching you how to become a teacher to your child. We'll have a guide called the learning style guide. If you don't know how your child learns, you should learn how your child learns. And this is one of the things that you have to do. So if you want your children to become a leader, you need to start reading. A friend once complained to me that children barely read anything. And my question to her was, do they see you read? No, it's okay to say, when I was in university, I used to read a lot. When I was in primary school, do they see you reading? That's the question. Your guess is as good as mine. I wanted my children to show high level of emotional intelligence. I knew I needed to learn this skill myself. Yes, I wasn't very emotionally intelligent. I wasn't just going to wish it away. I wasn't just going to pray it away. I intentionally went through the process, parenting courses that teaches me emotional intelligence. I read lots of books and I mastered the act of putting my emotions in check. It's an act. It's not just about prayer. When you pray, you act. That's why I always say, great parents are made, they are not born. So whenever you see your child do, watch it. Review yourself or that of your partner. Don't ever think you can tell a child, you can lecture them, you can bribe them, you can force them, or trick them into being the people you want them to be. No matter how much you try, in the end, you will have greater influence on the people that they become. I will share at some point how I became greatly influenced by my father's character. My father was a yeller, And at some point, I saw myself yelling even though I didn't like it. On the flip side, my father had a lot to do with being able to work hard. His work ethics were top-notch. And trust me, that gave us a head start when it comes to work ethics for every one of us, my siblings and I. So that's my point. That's what I'm trying to say. Like Gandhi said, be the change you want to see. So while you're creating that goal, while you're creating that parenting goal, remember to be the change that you want to see. Thank you again for joining me here. And my name is Wendy Ologe, the Intentional Parent. Don't forget to follow us on all our social media platforms. We're on social media as Wendy Ologe. We're on social media as The Intentional Parent. We're on social media as The Intentional Parent Academy. So you can find us, right? And begin to get on with the buzz. I will like you, every single one of you, to follow us so that you see other activities that we do. Also, remember to join our community. Our community is a big time buzzing community on Facebook. It was reputed by Facebook themselves to be one of the most relevant parenting groups globally. When you share relevance at the global stage, you know what that means. That means you need to get it there and begin to learn with us. Thank you again for being here, and do have an amazing day. Don't forget to share this video with your friends so that we can all learn together and make the world a better place. Have an amazing day too.